Hello, everybody. Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see a team that can get it done on the ground. The Dolphins lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Bills, who will need to be stout up front. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A gain of 3, second down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green!
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there for the Bills. 39 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defenses, there's 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads. And now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's third down. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, and excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there, 78 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 30.
They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Let's go. Blue, line,
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Luke Kuechly is absolutely amazing. Maybe the best middle linebacker in the game. Not only is he cerebral, this guy's athleticism is off the charts.
So 2nd and 10 here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
2nd down following the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. Able to get away. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And Frank's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part 2 of the screen, he forgot part 1. Couldn't get the ball. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. He's got time. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Pat McAfee now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Set, gun, over, let's go, gun.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Let's go, please.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Leopard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
2nd down now after the incompletion. And the tight end goes in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Leopard. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cuts it out here, left sideline. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Now Franks for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're a man, you've got to cover just like the guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on third down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Pat McAfee now, standing just outside his own goal line. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route, complete. That one good for 10 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
They come out here in the eye. Second down, goal to go from the 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's first down, Buffalo.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Detroit! Let's go!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Can't find anyone open. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
All right, now, look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And here come the Bills. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, But what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
All right, here we go. Watching now, Barney.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Leopard. All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
3rd down now following the run. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the window closes. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brad Wing now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one good for 21 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, Leopard.
And the D looking like they may blitz. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 46 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Now let's go. Blue, Runnin.
Second and goal now from the 8. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Franks to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Franks now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to play.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a play fake here on first down. Deep drop. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be out of bounds here